Blame Truth here, the Codfather himself, bringing you another video. It has been a long time coming, man. It's been, what, 4 years now? Over 4 years. Just a hair over 4. And they're finally doing it. They're finally doing it. They're talking about skill-based matchmaking. Finally. I cannot believe it. At least that's what Swag and some other people that attended a private Sledgehammer Games Activision event said just recently. Now, I really shouldn't get my hopes up here, but because I don't know. I just don't trust them to actually go into a lot of depth with this. I really don't. I don't want to get too excited because whenever I get excited about this series, bad things happen, basically. You get duped. You get got. So I'm not getting my hopes up too much, but let me just cover this tweet from Modern Warzone right away so we can just start discussing it. And honestly, guys, give yourself a hand. I know I have a platform. I know I talk about this, but you guys are the ones that have kept hammering it home and have supported these videos. This is your doing. Thank you for sticking with it, not giving up on it, and keeping it, talked about. This is proof that stuff will change if you have the balls to talk about it and keep pushing for it. So here we go. Modern Warzone says, breaking, Sledgehammer Games is actually planning to address matchmaking. Swag and several other content creators just attended a private event at Sledgehammer Games where they were told this. We may see Call of Duty actually address SBMM for the first time. Their Reddit AMA must have went over like a lead balloon, like a monkey in a banana patch. Or something. I don't know. And then again, Swag, speaking of, metaphors and analogies and comparisons and stuff like that, Swag's about as trustworthy as a fox in a chicken coop. So take all this with a grain of salt. And again, don't get your hopes up here. This is reported mainly from him. I think he talked about it just a little bit ago on his stream or whatever. Man, this is something that I just wanted them to talk about it. I just want them to clarify what's going on, but most importantly, I want good connections. I want something for me playing harder than the average bear. Just recently, I have been really pissing off some people. Do you want to know why? Because I'm admitting to reverse boosting. People are calling me a cheater. People are saying that I'm an asshole for beating up on these noobs. What is it? Now tell me real quick. What is it that people always tell anyone whenever they complain about skill-based matchmaking? They tell them just to get better. Even though at a certain point, you get so good, you get put into shadow ban lobbies with literal cheaters. Yeah. So I'm going to say this to anyone in this gameplay that I've reverse boosted on, that I'm killing with my shotgun, just get better. Just get better so you can then face people just like me in the upper MMR only on bad connections with tons of packet bursts and for nothing. Maybe you'll even face some cheaters. Maybe you'll get so good you get shadow banned and placed into lobbies with like people with aimbots and other, nefarious scripts and stuff like that. Anyone that has a problem with me reverse boosting, it's so easy to do. It's definitely not cheating because Activision, as far as I'm concerned, as far as they're concerned, I should say, it doesn't even exist. Skill-based matchmaking doesn't even exist. They may not even talk about it with this matchmaking, discussion rumor or whatever. They might just talk about matchmaking in general. I don't know. But no, anybody that has a problem, fuck off. Fuck off and go to hell. And also suck my dick. Like, man, let me tell you, I suffered on Cold War. I suffered on Cold War. And if you guys watch my channel back then, I played Cold War with the intent to get like top stats, top 1% KD ratios in TDM playing solo. It is completely miserable. I don't know why I did this. I mainly did it just to prove a point that I can get to the top here and the game still sucks. I'm telling you right now, too, that I can reverse boost and beat up on noobs and go like 50-2, and the game still sucks. That's not the issue. The issue is the consistency. The issue is the manufactured lobbies. The issue is the boredom. Let me tell you a little bit about my time in Cold War before I get on to the next topic here, okay? My time in Cold War, man, Miserable, absolutely miserable. There's a video on my channel. You should look it up. I link it to everyone talking shit and calling me like garbage or whatever. I link this video every single time. It's me facing other top 1% like KD players that got into my TDM game. And even with them in the lobby on the other team, I managed to go like 32-7. I am trying my balls off this particular gameplay. It's not the fact that I can't do it. It's not the fact that I can't get to these upper echelons. It's the fact that every single gameplay is the same. I have to use the best stuff all the time. I have to play a certain way all the time. It's exhausting. I feel like a Dragon Ball Z character that has to reveal his final form and then gets drug out for like 20 episodes. You know, I'm like Frieza on Planet Namek saying the planet's going to explode in 5 minutes, but then 30 episodes later, it's still not exploded, and I'm just pumped up to and roided up to the gills about to burst. That's how it feels. Playing in these lobbies, it's not fun. There's no lobby variety. I can't just mess around. The game is simply not balanced around competitive play out of the box. It's a casual arcade shooter. And anyone that has a problem with any of this, what I'm doing here, whatever, again, completely legal. What if I just wanted to play with my bad friends or whatever, and I couldn't? You know, there's threads on the subreddit talking about how like certain people can't play with their bad friends. The bad friends just give up. They quit. They can't handle the lobbies. It's frustrating. This is not how Call of Duty or any video game should be with its matchmaking. It just isn't. Let's get into the next thing, though. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? Yes, we are making a stink about it, but I've been covering quite a bit about how, like, the game appears to be so dead, they're putting in AI bots to manipulate your experience. I don't know if they're going to address that. I really hope they do, because as far as I'm concerned, I've even gotten more proof since yesterday's video that I'm going to upload probably tomorrow. But as far as I'm concerned, there are AI bots, and they manipulate the experience. The matchmaking this year especially feels more rigged than ever, and it's not just a feeling. I've seen Scump cover it. I've seen other pro players cover it. This game's skill-based matchmaking is turned up and cranked up so high that it's literally like, I feel like I'm just in a casino. I feel like I'm in a casino and I'm designed to lose. You know, if I'm even a little bit above average, I'm just going to lose. It should not feel that way. But I truly think this game sold very poorly. I think that the player base is very, very low, and this is, you know, pretty much proven. I've proven this in another video, just on Steam, covering it on Steam. It's not doing well, and this forces their hand. They have to talk about it. Check out this article if you don't believe me. If you just say like, hey man, it's just Steam, it doesn't matter, yada yada. Look at this. So Emma Flint says, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is set to reward players with freebie following troublesome launch. As much as we sound like a broken record, it bears repeating that the launch of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 hasn't been great, a fact that the devs seem to be aware of, as it's announced players are to be rewarded with a freebie following such a troublesome and awkward launch. It does seem a little odd that we've gone from being told that the launch went great to now hearing an admission of issues, but that's a separate article in and of itself. For now, let's look at the freebie on offer and why specifically it's come about. And they talk about how it's mainly like an XP patch, a Battle Pass XP patch, and also we got a free LMG that you can complete if you've done like all the weekly challenges or something like that. I don't know. They're doing a lot more than they usually do. And look, I don't want to sit here and down Sledgehammer Games. There's a lot of stuff I can complain about that they've done. I think that the perk balancing this year is pretty embarrassing. I think it's really bad. I think that the Modern Warfare 2 weapons were integrated super poorly. I think the maps were not done properly and you get stuck on way too much stuff. But I do have to commend them for the simple fact that, you know what? This is a fast-paced Call of Duty. It is better than the last one. It's better than Vanguard, I think. That's not saying much, really, but I do think we're there. At the same time, though, there seems to be more issues. I'm just talking about a pure gameplay, like the pure gameplay part of this, you know? There are other issues plaguing the multiplayer right now. The skill-based matchmaking is insane. The connections and the servers are garbage. And I've pretty much proven, 100% proven, and I don't know how to disprove it other than to just get other people to help me out with the tests, but like in my regular lobbies, my packet burst and connection is very poor. But whenever I reverse boost into these lobbies, I mean, have you guys seen me go above like 40 ping? Every single lobby, the connections are fantastic. I don't understand. No packet burst either. No packet burst that I've noticed, at least. Again, go through all my recent videos and then go back to that one gameplay where I'm playing just normally with like, you know, sweats, and I lose the match 99 to 100. Yeah. OD joins, tanks the game, and then leaves, and I'm packet bursting around the map. The servers are terrible. Nero's still complaining about it. People that play the game legit and normally still complain about it. Why are the worst players seemingly getting better server quality? It just makes no sense. It's discrimination. It's literally discrimination. And the Halo 2, Halo 3 dev covered this. I covered that in the video as well. Watch that one too if you know, are just finding this video for the first time. This is just, I don't know. Something needs to change, and something needs to change now. And I don't want to see them just beat around the bush and explain, like, I'm stuck, by the way. I am stuck. Why can't I grab this ledge? Is it covered in Crisco? I can't believe it's not butter. What the hell, man? I hope they do a pass on these maps and, like, I don't know, just do like a quality of life change to some of these maps so you stop getting stuck. But anyway, I want them to explain in great detail how the skill-based matchmaking works. I don't want them to just be like, well, it goes based on skill, but then like a little bit on ping. And the system was made during a pandemic. It was a pandemic. We had to use the Denny's Wi-Fi in the parking lot in a van because we couldn't talk to each other, social distancing. I just don't want to hear any of that. I truth be told, I don't trust them. I still don't trust them. I truly think there's freaking bots that manipulate your experience in this game. And this is not something that just came out of nowhere. Like I mean, it is, but you guys, have I said anything about like there being bots in multiplayers and any other Call of Duty multiplayers? I've been playing so long, I know when something's off. People don't join matches and like die a lot and then leave at the very end when it's neck and neck. It's like 99 to 99 or whatever. They just don't do that. They don't draw in a match where they're killing the opposition in a kill confirm game and all it takes is one tag to get the win. Players simply don't do that, especially now when wins actually matter somewhat and they count towards armory unlocks and whatnot. Something fishy's going on, and I knew this game wouldn't do that well, like player-base wise or sale-wise. And it's not out of the question they would add them to multiplayer and not tell us. It's just not out of the question. Don't think it's this weird thing. We had bots 13 years ago in Black Ops 1. And, I mean, I've still got more evidence to show you guys. It's just, I didn't want to make yesterday's video like 30 minutes long, so I didn't put it in that one. But yeah, man, I don't know what else to say, guys. We actually got some progress here. All it took was the game kind of bombing. All it took was us not shutting up about it. Eventually, you're going to get a little headway here. And if they come out and start talking about it and it's not good enough, if it's not detailed enough, if they're not being upfront about it, if they're not being honest about it, I say we just don't shut up still and we keep hammering it home. But guys, I'm out of time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Can't believe we've actually, I don't know, can't believe we actually did it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.
Some parting advice?